Number 1 question. With reference to the Indian freedom struggle, Prabhat Ferry, magic lanterns, and Banar Senas was associated with Swadeshi movement? No. Non-cooperation movement? No. It is civil disobedient movement. Number 2 question. With reference to the permanent settlement, a land revenue system introduced by the Britishers, consider the following statement. Number 1 statement, it was introduced in Bengal and Bihar in 1793 by Lord Cornwallis. This is correct, and this statement is correct, and associated with Bengal and Bihar in Orissa also. Permanent settlement was introduced in the same year. It recognized Jamindar as landowner and made ownership right hereditary and transferable. Number 1 statement is correct. Number 2 statement is correct. Number 3 statement, Jamindar had to give 1/3 of their shares to the company. This is not 1/3. This is actually 10/11th share to the company. So the correct answer is only 2. Option B is the correct answer. Consider the following nuclear disarmament treaties at a global level. Partial Test Ban Treaty, 1963. Treaty on the Non-Portfolio of a Nuclear Weapon, 1967. Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, 1996. Treaty of Prohibition of Nuclear Weapon, 2017. How many of the above given treaties are signed and ratified by India? Only Portfolio Ban Treaty. Only Portfolio Ban Treaty is signed and ratified by India. Rest of these not signed and not ratified by India. Number 4. In the context of international relations, the principle of refoulement is often seen in the news in the affairs of. Let's see the meaning of refoulement. It is actually meaning of practice of sending migrant back, related to migrant back to their unsafe country, home country. So the option is refugee migration. Number 5. Consider the following: dominant status, separate electorate for communities, universal adult franchise, and equal right for women. How many of the above were recommended by the Nehru Report of 1928? So, in 1928, Nehru Report is related with dominant status, separate electorate, no, separate adult franchise, yes, and equal right for women. So, option C is the right answer. Number 6. Arrange the following historical event on the chronological sequence. Mutiny started at Meerut. Mongol Pandey killed Hudson and Bagh. Bahadur Shah Jafar was declared as the Shahenshah-e Hindustan. So, first Mughal Pandey killed Hudson and Bagh. Let's see. either B or C will be the correct answer. Let's see. Then mutiny at Meerut is the second one on chronology. So option B is the correct answer. Number 7 question. Consider the following statement about the doctrine of lapse. Number 1 statement. The doctrine of lapse was first implemented by Lord Dalhousie, not Wellesley. So number 1 question statement is wrong. Second statement. Jhansi was the first princely state annexed under the doctrine. Not Jhansi, Satara. So number 2 statement is wrong. Number 3, it stipulated the annexation of states where the ruler did not have any natural heir. This statement is correct. So this question asks about the correct statement. Number option A is the correct answer. Only one. Number question 8. Manjeri Conference was associated with which of the following? Manjeri Conference. Manjeri Conference was held at Malabar in Malabar district in Kerala and related to Mappila peasant movement. So option is the correct answer. Next, number 9. Consider the following passage. She met Dadabhai Nauroji and inspired by his ideals, plunged into the freedom of movement. At the International Socialist Conference at Stuttgart, she raised the first flag of India's independence with the word written in middle, Vande Mataram. Who among the following is being described in the passage given above? This is Bhikaji Cama. Madam Bhikaji Cama. Next, question number 10. Consider the following statement. Communist Party of India, CPI. Number 1 statement. A number of left-wing organization and group came together at Kanpur in 1925 to form the Communist Party of India. This statement is correct. Amin Roy was the General Secretary of the CPI at Kanpur. No, it is not Amin Roy. S.V. Ghate. S.V. Ghate was the General Secretary of CPI at Kanpur. So correct statement only one, option A. Next, consider the following personalities. Nauraji Tonji and Dadabhai Nauroji, S.S. Bengali, K.R. Kama. How many of the above are related to the Rehnumai Mazdayanan Sabha? Mazdayanan Sabha, this Sabha is related to religion reform. Religion reform of Persian. So all four. 12. With the reference of modern Indian history, consider the following. introduction of new land revenue system, arrival of Christian missionaries in tribal area, and rise of middlemen, transformation of tribe-forest relation. How many of the above was reason behind the growth of tribal movement during the British Indian period? All four. Consider the full number 13. In the context of India's relation with other countries, the Kachchathebu Island is often seen in the context of India-Sri Lanka. Kachchathebu Island is near the Ram Rameswara and Mannar Island. Arrange the following revolutionary activity in chronological order in their occasion. Number 1. Attempt of assassination Judge Kingsford by Profulla Chaki and Khudiram Bose. Bomb attack on the Viceroy of Rashbihari Bose and Sachin Sanyal. Assassination of Plague Commission of Punabai Chapekar brothers. 4. Assassination of M.T. Jackson. So this is the oldest case. Chronology. Option B is the right answer. Next, 15. Consider the following statement with reference to the individual Satyagraha. It was started with the response of the August offer in 1940. This statement is correct. Number 2. Acharya Vinoba Bhave was the first Satyagrahi. This statement is also correct. So option C is the correct answer. Next, during the British Indian period, which act introduced government spending on the education? 1813 is the Magna Carta of education. 17. With reference to the cultural contribution of the Swadeshi movement, consider the following statement. Number 1. Amar Sonar Bangla was composed by বঙ্কিমচন্দ্র চট্টোপাধ্যায় না একদমই নয় রবীন্দ্রনাথ Tagore. So number 1 statement is wrong. Abanindranath Tagore created the painting of the Bharat Mata. This statement is correct. It spread to the Madras region under the leadership of Chidambaram Pillai. This statement is also correct. So correct statement only 2. Option B is the right answer. 18. Consider the following pair. Statue of Equality, John Monk. No. This is for peace. Vijay. John Monk Vijay was for Statue of Peace, and Statue of Equality is Sri Ramanujacharya. So number 1 is wrong. Statue of Prosperity, Nada Prabhu. This statement is correct. Statue of Oneness, Adi Shankaracharya. True. Statue of Peace, John Monk. Vijay. So only 2 pair is correct. Correctly match. Next. Question number 19. Who among the following was the president of Lahore session in Congress in 1992? It is Jawaharlal Nehru. Zimmermann plan was reference to the Indian foreign struggle. It was for Zimmermann plan. Zimmermann Plan, actually, Berlin Commission, Berlin Committee for Indian Independence was developed under Zimmermann Plan, backing of German foreign officers. So it is related to oversee Indian support order to the former to revolt against the British government. Option A is the correct answer. Next, 21. Crystal Maze 2, recently seen in the news. It is associated with a new version of medium-range precision missile. This is also is missile. It is work for Air Force made by Israel, and it is air to surface missile, and it target long range radar and air defense system as well. Consider the following statement with reference to the anti-Simon Commission agitation. Number one statement: the primary issue with the commission was that it did not have any Indian as its member. This statement is correct. The Liberal Federation led by Tej Bahadur Sabru welcomed the appointment of the commission and joined it later. It is false. So correct, only one. Option A is the correct answer. 23. Consider the following statement regarding the interim government of 1946. Number one statement: it was initially formed by the Congress member alone. This is true. Two, Statement 2: the interim government could operate under the direction of the Viceroy and the British government in London. This statement is also true. The correct both. Option C is the right answer. Next, which of the following was the significance feature introduced by the Indian Council Act 1892? It established the princely state directly election. No. It provided Indian members to write the vote. No. It allowed the members of the Indian Council to discuss the budget. This statement is correct. Option C is the correct answer.